Hi everyone, this is Arcadius and welcome back to Naval. Today we will be reviewing Wichita. Now, Wichita is kind of a special ship. She was the in-between ship between the New Orleans class and the Baltimore class, and she doesn't really fit anywhere or have anything that stands out besides the fact that she was the only ship of her class. Now, she has the standard American layout of 9 8-inch guns, 6 in the front and 3 in the back, and triple turrets. Additionally, she has a mixed secondary armament of 5-inch guns, which are actually in the same kind of gun shields you see on Benson and Fletcher, and also a couple non-shielded guns on the sides here. Now, she does have a bit of AA, 40mm Bofors, 20mm Oerlikons, the standard American layout. Now, the only thing that's really special about this ship, well, actually, there's two things: her rate of fire and the fact that she can also equip radar. Now, I use radar instead of anti-air barrage, mainly because, similar to Helena in my earlier video, the AA on the ship is not that potent. I mean, it's supposed to be an AA cruiser, or I should say it's an American cruiser, but it's not really a good AA cruiser. Also, you can slot a heal and the damage control that you can normally see. But going back, the ship is more or less like a mini Des Moines at a lower tier. She has the rate of fire of that it greatly. Let's see, what is her rate of fire? 5 rounds per minute. And when you compare that with New Orleans, well, it says it's about the same, but it feels a little bit faster, and it is more effective as well. The only thing that I have a problem with is the accuracy of the guns. I find that the accuracy is kind of lacking. Now, I don't have any modules added for accuracy, so that may be part of it as well. But even base accuracy is pretty terrible. The shell arcs are high, and she has this kind of stern that you start seeing in higher tier ships, which if you shoot through it, you can definitely citadel it. Now, she does have a bit more armor. Her belt is 163 millimeters compared to New Orleans, which only has 127. Her armor can be quite trolly. If you find her broadside and shoot at it, where with New Orleans you would expect only citadels, Wichita, most of the time it's only pens or over pens. It's very hard to citadel the ship, I find, and it's always a pain when you shoot at it in game and you cannot punish it for showing broadside. Well, now that you know a little bit about the ship, let's throw her into our game and see how she does. Alright, and here we have ourselves a game. 4 battleships, 3 cruisers, and 3 destroyers. Alright, now the maneuverability of the ship is good, and you can use that to your advantage as well. Now, the main problem that this ship faces is battleships. So we're going to go on the right side here and see what we can do. Now, this ship is really good against destroyers. If you find one, you are able to shoot it, and with your rapid fire, take it down relatively easy. And if it tries to hide in a smoke screen, you can use your radar to approximate where she is, and then blind fire. And sometimes you will hit her. I've had good luck sometimes with radar and blind fire to damage ships. So let's see here. Nyes now is our problem. Leon is a problem. Actually, all these battleships are a problem. Cruisers, not too bad. All in all, it could be a better game, but it's alright. It's a little bit of a challenge. Now you can see the turret rotation. Now I have my ship spec'd for turret rotation and reload. I like to shoot as many shells as I can downrange and just try and smother the enemy. However, you will notice that my accuracy, as I mentioned earlier, is not all that it's up to be. Also, I have some health and speed buffs. I'll keep that in mind. The fire chance is relatively good though. You can definitely go around setting fires and everything. Now let's see if we can get this destroyer to smoke up so I can show you how the radar works. Alright, so popping the radar. So you can tell it doesn't give the exact area, it gives a general area of where the ship is. And you can try and blind fire, and you can get some hits and damages. But all in all, radar is not that good. There's another one. Another ship over there that we can't see. So you can try and blind fire, and sometimes you can get lucky. That is all radar is. There's nothing special about it. Yes, the ship has secondaries. Don't expect them to do much. This is definitely not a secondary ship. However, I am going to focus them on the destroyer. And let's see what we can do against these. So switching to army piercing, I actually don't have high hopes of doing much damage to this Wichita from this range. Yes, you're going to get a few thousand, but no citadels. You can see most of it was over pens, and you're at 3.5 kilometers away. Okay, but you're not going to get many citadels. Let me say that. Now I don't want to go and shoot all these battleships with their secondaries are just going to tear me apart. So I'm going to try and take out some of these cruisers first, and then see what I can do. Now the ship is not, like I said, it's not very squishy. It has solid enough armor that it can survive a little bit of punishment, but it will not survive a concentrated assault. Some good damage. I'm not getting any citadels, which is kind of disappointing. And she sunk. Now, hoods are always squishy, so we can get some good damage on her. For instance, 15,000. And with my reload being 9.5 seconds, you can do that kind of damage pretty quickly, and it'll definitely whittle down battleships, as you can tell. You always aim for the upper belt, though. Yeah. Don't want to get caught in Gneisenau secondaries, so we're going to leave hood to burn. And look, 12,000 damage. You always aim for the upper belt, because you're just going to shatter on the main armor. Boink. 9,000 more. So the amount of damage that this ship can put out is quite feasible and impressive. And another thing you can do is do the good old just bow tanking. Your bow armor is thick enough that most ships will have trouble overmatching you. That does not mean it's impossible, however. In this game, though, you very rarely overmatch ships. The mechanics are kind of wonky like that. But in this case, it can work. Now, if this Neon decided to shoot me instead, that would be a very different problem. Now, I don't fancy going up against Gneisenau by myself. So let's try and kite away. Aim for the bow there. Gives you the most angle to pen. And you can see I'm getting 5k per turret, almost. And in no time flat, this Gneisenau is pretty much gone. Even though I'm not the only one shooting at it. But so this thing just preys on battleships if you get the right conditions. But you cannot be shot at by battleships, or else you will not survive that long. And boom, there we have a game. Right? Not too bad, not too exciting, pretty average, honestly. It's hard to have a really exceptional game in this ship, since it's so normal, I guess you could say. 207,000 damage, 4 ships sunk, 196 shell hits, 2 aircraft shot down, 1 citadel, 6 fires, 1 assisted cap, 7 defended cap, 39 secondary armory hits. Now, it's not subject to the free XP bonus, so you cannot use this as a ship to grind XP. However, like I said, it's not bad. Would I recommend the ship? I mean, yeah, it's a fun ship. It's a special kind of ship. Like, it has a similar playstyle to Des Moines. However, there's nothing really special that would separate her from any other ship. She has the same kind of gameplay, I guess you can say, as New Orleans. However, her armor's better. But yeah, there's just nothing that outstanding is about this ship. And so you have to keep that in mind, and whether or not you want to purchase her or not. Honestly, this camo is pretty good. I enjoy it. But even without the camo, the ship is not bad. Like I said, it just trolls armor, and the rate of fire is its main purpose. So if you can use that, then you may like the ship very well. That being said, it also comes with a radar, which you now saw how it is used, so you can tell to see if that is something you're interested in or not. Personally, I don't really care for the radar, but that's the only thing I can really use on this ship, to be honest. Like I said, the AA is not powerful enough, but the choice is up to you. Thank you for watching my video, and have a good day.